The color team soon realized their foundational assumption was wrong, which was that if testing increased by greater than 10x in volume, cost would be reduced by 90%. Once we knew that was the case, we made a pretty fundamental decision. Rather than stay in the testing business, we wanted to be in the solutions business. This led us to explore the buyers who were the real purchaser of solutions, which turned out to be major employers and unions. We wanted to sell holistic services, so we set out to find out who bought those. We will also need to unpack how incumbents control stakes in the market. Healthcare, for example, is a non-liquid market. With consumer products, if a more competitive product shows up, that product can win the market and gain traction. But in a market like healthcare, it's the polar opposite. The mechanism of accessing the market is held by insurance companies extracting margins out of services, says Laraki. If you show up with a better mousetrap, you don't have an open liquid market to compete in. You still have to break in and figure out how to force your way. This is where you will want to get creative. Say the buyer in the default marketplace, insurers in Color's case, doesn't offer the right purchasing model for you to compete in. So you might need to go upstream or downstream to figure out if there's a market segment, like employers for Color, and rebundling model like vertically integrated services that crack open a wedge of opportunity. Larky thinks there's a plenty of places for today's founders to find to find these wedges in legacy market dynamics. This is a very relevant pattern to think about in the AI era, he says. I see lots of companies going after the existing customers of old mousetraps with a better AI-driven mousetrap. Some of these will work, but I think some of the most interesting opportunities will come from companies that redraw the service that redraw the service boundaries in ways that we thought were impossible or impractical up until now.